People try to tell me I'm an African American, but that's not true. African Americans are loud, rude, obnoxious, and just altogether fat and ugly.
If you ask me, my 16-year-old daughter has a very out-of-control identity crisis. She truly believes she's white. When Treasure was 5 years old, I've noticed Treasure was having issues with her race. She wouldn't play with the black children. Treasure would mangle or destroy her black dolls. She would cut their heads off, pull off their arms. She would pretend that they were the white dolls' slaves.
My mom bought me beautiful white dolls instead of buying me the ugly, big-lipped black doll.
I felt mortified. I was a single mom trying to support a family. We couldn't afford to stay in our beautiful home. We moved from a mostly white, affluent neighborhood to the city, which was mostly African American.
From the suburbs to the hood. I was not anything like other black people. They were all hood rats and they were all ghetto. They all act like monkeys.
Her school was predominantly African American. She started to say very racist things in public. Like, I hate black people's hair, they're dirty. She would call them the N-word.
It made me feel good to put down an African American person because it helps them stay in their place. All the African American kids that I was around were all ugly looking and losers. They're all gorillas.
My daughter is a racist against her own race. What I find the most disturbing is my daughter is consumed with the Ku Klux Klan. It just shakes me to my core. Treasure, have you ever reached out to the KKK?
I have their number on speed dial. Call KKK. They keep me current on updated events. I've had the KKK's number since I was in middle school.
Greetings from the loyal white knights of the Ku Klux Klan. Another 8 chimp out, this time in Washington, D.C. 20-year-old silverback gorilla tried passing a parked bus, then struck it with her car.
I identify with the Ku Klux Klan because the way they believe is just so smart. White is right. White power.
To ask if you've ever gone to their website, that's me.
Oh, yeah,
you've done it. Yeah,
website.
I figured as much. Ooh, that's just awful.
Yeah, of course I've been to their website.
That's just awful. My daughter does spend a lot of time on social media. I don't even look at her Facebook page. It's too painful.
I don't care what other people think. I'm gonna do what I want.
As a parent, I kept expecting her to just outgrow it and thinking she would change. I pretty much was like an ostrich, put my head in the sand, and it's getting worse.
Okay, you're shocked by this, right?
Mortified.
And I want to tell you, I'm interested in doing this story because I think it's a teachable moment, and not for sensationalistic shock value because of some of the outrageous things that she says. So I don't think she's doing them to get attention. I think she's doing them because this is how she actually feels and believes.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes, I do. She says she's white.
Right, from a very early age. Do you think she's delusional?
Without doubt.
I mean, so is she delusional in other areas or just this area?
Just this area.
Okay. Now, when she showed up the other day and she met one of our very able producers, which she discovered on meeting her, I guess she had talked to her on the phone, but on meeting her, that she was in fact black.
Yes.
She was very taken aback. Very awkward, reluctant to even shake her hand.
Wow, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, well, this is Christian that she met and worked with here.
She says things like they should be in cages, they're monkeys, so her views are extreme, to say the least, and extremely offensive.
You have explained to Treasure in the past that she is not Caucasian. How
Yes.
does she respond when you tell her that?
She flew into a rage and told me I'm white.